Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm so glad you've joined us today because we have a terrific show for you. This is going to be our fantastic feature home that's been built by award-winning master builders Doothie Homes, and it's located right near our metropolitan coastline, which it's no surprise then that it really oozes a resort style and feel. Now we're going to show you right throughout the home today and show off some of its highlights. Doothie Homes have really done a great job. Doothie Homes specialise in building new homes, renovations and additions, and Managing Director Chris Doothie brings with him 30 years of building experience and excellence. He and his designer Melanie Lewis make a formidable team and work together to provide their clients with specially designed, custom-built homes that exceed their customers' expectations every time. Whether it's a family home, a couple's retreat, an entertainer's showpiece or an investment, Doothie Homes will deliver exactly what you're after. And they'll build it to the highest possible standards. Your home will be specially designed and built to suit your lifestyle and meet your daily living needs. And this home is testament to all that Doothie Homes aspire to. We're going to show you more throughout today's program, but first, this is what else you can expect to see. Andrew's got the lowdown on different types of flooring. I'll look at the latest trends on the kitchen front. And we'll hear all about how you can get your career in building and construction on track with the Master Builders Construction Apprenticeship Mentoring Scheme. It's going to be another great show and I can't wait to show you the amazing kitchens. But before we do, it's over to Andrew, who has a very interesting story about courtyard living.
When you look at our suburbs, it's obvious Australians are undergoing a lifestyle revolution. Our cities have sprawled further outwards, and the acre blocks that were once considered mandatory are now pretty much a thing of the distant past. We all seem to be getting busier, and there never seems to be enough time to relax. And with the increased stress of our hectic lifestyles, as homeowners, we're demanding more from our private spaces. A focus on entertaining, privacy, and above all, low maintenance has resulted in an increase in courtyard living, and why not? Our beautiful Mediterranean climate is ideally suited to al fresco living. Courtyards and outdoor rooms are a fantastic alternative to the more traditional backyards of years gone by. If you're thinking about having a courtyard or al fresco area built, it's important to plan ahead. It should reflect your needs and your personality, and you also need to think about what the space is primarily going to be used for and who's going to use it the most. It's also a good idea to take a look at as many different styles of courtyards as you can before you settle on your final plans. It's a good idea to keep in mind the style and era of your home to make sure that your courtyard complements the overall look. Once you've decided on a theme and had a plan drawn up that takes into consideration how the courtyard will look from different angles, where the light and shade areas are, and what areas are most exposed to the elements, then you're ready to play around with features like the colours, lighting, and decorative elements. Remember why you embarked on having a courtyard built in the first place: to save time, space, and to be able to enjoy your own little piece of paradise. A well laid out and a well built courtyard will bring you years of pleasure. It'll also add value to your property, so do your research and make sure that you engage a master builder to carry out any work for you.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
Would you believe that choosing the best flooring for your new home or renovation is often an afterthought? Many people get wrapped up in all of their other selections, like what paint colours they're going to use in the house, their bathroom fixtures and fittings. But when you actually stop to think about it, flooring is one of the most important aspects of your home, so it's important that you make the right selection. The type of flooring and floor coverings you choose should not only depend on the style of your home, but should also be made in accordance with each separate area and what they'll be used for. After all, it isn't really practical to have carpet laid in the bathroom or the laundry. Wet areas are obviously better suited to tiles, and carpet is a more logical and comfortable option for the bedroom. As you'd expect, there are pros and cons with each flooring type, so do some research, do your homework. Tiles are hard-wearing, practical, easy to maintain, and there are so many different looks that you can create with tiles. And with underfloor heating available these days, cold feet are a thing of the past. Timber floors are my personal favourite, and they add character and charm to any home. There are so many different types of timber flooring available on the market today. The colours and finishes of timber are virtually endless, and whether it's a parquetry floor, a floating floor or tongue and groove laid floor, timber creates a warm, natural atmosphere. Another flooring option that's making a big comeback is polished concrete, and it's easy to understand why. It looks sensational, it's very hard wearing, and it's cost effective. And like with tiles, you can achieve lots of different colours, finishes and patterns, so it's going to suit your style. Carpet remains a popular flooring option, and there's nothing quite like the feeling of a soft carpet underfoot. Over the past few years, carpet has been somewhat revolutionised, and there are literally hundreds of material types, weaves and colours for you to choose from. While stain resistance is usually a part of the carpet nowadays, it is possible to have your carpet stain protected after it's been laid, and it's well worth doing, especially if you have children, pets, or just enjoy the odd glass of red wine. With so many great options to choose from, the big question then is how to make the right selection. Well, you need to consider the amount of foot traffic, the visual appeal, the functionality, the maintenance, and perhaps most importantly, what fits in your budget. So if you'd like some inspirational flooring ideas, then have a look at sadisplayvillage.com.au.
Did you know that heating water for showers, baths and washing uses up about a quarter of the energy bills for our homes? That's really quite significant. So when you're purchasing a water heater, you need to think long and hard, because the choices that you make can not only save you money, but they can save energy as well. Hot water systems usually break down at the most inconvenient times, so our initial reaction is to want to replace the system as soon as possible. But before you make a snap decision, it's important to consider the ongoing running costs as well as the purchase price. Hot water heaters can last more than 10 years, so choosing an efficient model could save you money in the scheme of things. To minimise energy costs, select a water heater that's the right size for your needs. There's no point heating water you won't use or need. How much hot water you'll need will depend on things like how many people live in your home, the length and number of showers and baths taken each day, and how many appliances that you have that use hot water. There are also regulations in place here in South Australia that may affect the type of water heater you can install, so visit sa.gov.au/energy or call 8204 1888. Some of the other things you should consider include the type of water heater you're going to have installed. There are gas, heat pumps, solar and electric options, so choose wisely.
There are two types of gas water heaters. There are those that heat water into a tank and store the water in that tank. There are also instantaneous type systems. Some instantaneous systems allow you to actually select the temperature you want at certain outlets. If you already have natural gas connected to your home, you might find that that's your cheapest option for running a gas water heater. If not, think about LPG as an option. And the best type of gas will really depend on how much gas you use to heat your water. Heat pump water heaters heat the water from the surrounding air, just like a reverse cycle air conditioner works when they're heating a home. One thing to think about is if you want to minimise the running costs, look for a heat pump system that can be run on off-peak tariff. Solar water heaters heat water directly from the sun, so for these systems to work well, you need good solar access onto your roof. They also need a booster for those days, particularly in winter when there's not good solar access, so that could be either electric or gas boosting. And also, if you live in an area where it's prone to frost, you might need a system that has frost protection. Conventional electric water heaters are less efficient than solar water heaters or heat pump water heaters, so that can mean high running costs. Also, they can be responsible for higher greenhouse gas emissions than the other types. It's very important that you use a licensed tradesperson to install your water heater. When you get your water heater installed, you get a certificate of compliance from the tradesperson who installs it. This certificate of compliance is a certification from the tradesperson that the system has been tested and installed with the safety requirements.
Don't be daunted by the prospect of having to purchase a new hot water system. In fact, it's probably a good idea to start researching the various options available to you now. That way, if your water heater does break down, probably at the most inopportune time, you'll have a game plan. If you'd like more information, visit sa.gov.au/energy.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
The South Australian building and construction industry employs around 70,000 people, making it one of our most vital industries. It's little surprise then that so many people are interested in becoming a part of the industry. And it must be so satisfying to look around the city or your local neighbourhood and know that you have helped to build it. Master builders in South Australia have been building our homes since 1884. That's over 130 years, so it comes as no surprise they know what they're doing. The majority of our historical buildings and character homes, as well as our more recent homes, are most likely to have been built by master builders, which is why you can trust a master builder. Their building quality and expertise has certainly stood the test of time. Having the knowledge and expertise to build something from scratch doesn't come overnight, and the majority of builders and associated trades are required to complete a 4-year apprenticeship. I think completing an apprenticeship would be a very satisfying experience, but I'm sure there are a heap of challenges that come up along the way. And that's where the Master Builders Association can help. The association trains 10,000 people every year, and to ensure the South Australian building industry can continue to meet the demands of our community, the Master Builders Group Training Scheme trains around 150 apprentices each year in all disciplines of building and construction. Apprenticeships are available in carpentry and joinery, bricklaying, roof plumbing, wall and floor tiling, wall and ceiling lining, painting and decorating, solid plastering and concreting. For those wanting to establish themselves as a junior site supervisor, a junior project manager or estimator, there's the Master Builders College, which offers Certificate 4 training, as well as a joint diploma in building and construction, all in just 1 year. Training so many people in so many different disciplines brings with it great responsibility, which is why the Master Builders Association has set up the Construction Apprenticeship Mentoring Scheme called CAMS.
CAMS is such a great program because it's being implemented around Australia through all the Master Builders Associations from government funding, and is primarily there to increase the completion rates for apprentices throughout the construction industry.
CAMS is such an awesome scheme. Like, I've had a few spots in my apprenticeship where, when the pay's not that great as an apprentice, and sometimes work gets you a bit down, but you can speak to people like Tom, who have had experience in the field, and they help you get through those tough times and help you see the bigger picture further down the track. All that kind of stuff. It's helping you get through those tough times, and when things are going good, they can really encourage you and give you advice on where you want to go in your field later down the track.
So if you'd like more information about CAMS, then head across to the website at alinksa.org.au.
The Construction Apprenticeship Mentoring Scheme really is the way to go if you're thinking about a career in building and construction. And just think, you could end up building a beautiful home just like this one. Today's feature home built by Duthie Homes. It really does make a statement right from the start with the wonderful building materials that they've used that have all blended together. It has great street appeal. The neutral rendered facade, coupled with the chocolate brick pillar and cedar timber ceilings to the entry, adds to the resort style of this home. It's built over 2 levels and has 5 bedrooms, all of which are very large and include built-in robes, so there's no shortage of storage space, which is always a bonus. The master suite is nothing short of luxurious, and there's a panoramic window wall that overlooks the stunning fully tiled in-ground pool. The ensuite is beautifully finished with and 2 stylish feature vanity basins that are almost reminiscent of an ocean wave. Only problem I'd have is I don't think I'd ever want to leave this home if I woke up to this lovely bedroom every day. It's just so light and airy, and it's got a real Hamptons holiday feel to it. Maybe it's the gorgeous white windows, they're stunning. In fact, windows feature prominently in this home, and it's the combination of so much natural light with all the white interior and timber highlights that I think really add to the relaxed beachy feel. Duthie Homes offer innovation and the experience needed to achieve stunning results, and their expertise doesn't end there. Melanie and her team are also able to design and coordinate your interiors, including all of your furnishings and colour selections. It doesn't get much easier than that. It's time for a quick break, but do stay with us after that because we're going to show you the latest on kitchen trends, and trust me, there's some kitchens to die for. They're absolutely amazing.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
Kitchens of today are the hub of the home. It seems to be almost every second person I speak to has put a new kitchen in or they want to renovate their old one. And it makes sense really because they're no longer hidden away, they're constantly on display. It used to be a room out the back, well, no longer. Today I'm going to show you lots of new kitchen ideas and trends. Whether it's a sleek, clean and contemporary look you're after or more traditional look, you're bound to find bench tops, splashbacks, appliances and joinery to create each and every style. There are so many new products coming onto the market all the time, and by combining different textures, materials and colours, you can achieve a look that's full of character and reflects your own personal taste. Given that our kitchens are constantly on display, it's a good idea to streamline the overall appearance as much as possible, so consider having your appliances integrated. And to do so, you'll need to include this idea at the initial design stage. Island bench tops have really become a popular feature, and they're usually highlighted with granite, marble, timber, stainless steel or even composite stone bench tops. They really are a focal point and have a huge impact. Storage space is a must in every kitchen, and having enough usable cupboards really is very important. It's no surprise then that so many people are now opting to have a butler's pantry installed as well. They're not only a great place to store food, but also dirty dishes, pots and pans, microwaves and other kitchen clutter. Many butler's pantries even have sinks, dishwashers and a second oven or stove. How good would that be? Just imagine being able to hide all the dishes after a party and just going to bed. That'd be pretty cool. If you decide to upgrade your kitchen, you can either go all out and start from scratch, or maybe just give it a bit of a facelift by installing new bench tops or the latest appliances. Even a bright new splashback can make a huge difference. If you're not sure where to begin, kitchen designers and kitchen manufacturers will be able to help you conceptualise your ideas to come up with a great fresh look. They'll also ensure your ideas are workable and offer practical solutions that are tailored to your home and your budget. Remember, a kitchen should be balanced, functional and visually appealing. Blending various materials such as timber, granite, glass, tiles and stainless steel will create an interesting look and also prove to be practical and easy to maintain. If you'd like further information or inspiration, why not visit sadisplayvillage.com.au. Well, what can I say? One fantastic kitchen to the next. I really enjoyed that segment. It's like they've taken kitchens to the next level, and I think that's exactly what they've done here with today's feature home, which has been built by Chris Duthie and his team. They've really laid it out quite simply, but I think what it is, it's the combination of the products that they've used and the colours. It just works beautifully. This all-white island bench is beautifully highlighted by this highly polished breccia stone top. In hardness, it sits between marble and granite, and it was mined in North Queensland. I've never actually seen one quite like it. It has so many beautiful colours running through it, which complement each other and the other finishes used throughout this home. The burnt orange ochre hues in the bench top have been duplicated in the stunning glass splashback, which is yet another standout feature. I love the polished concrete floor too. Its subtle tones blend beautifully with the other design elements, creating a completely harmonious feel throughout this open dining and meals area. The feature lighting is really groovy and I think it complements the overall look of the home. The home has definitely been built with entertaining in mind, and the oversized glass sliding doors create an almost seamless transition from indoors to out. Then there's the alfresco area, which is conveniently located to the kitchen meals area as well as the pool, making it the perfect spot to enjoy a casual barbecue with family and friends. The Bali-style hut at the pool's edge adds to the holiday feel of this area, and I can imagine the owners idling away many relaxed hours here. This really is a lovely home. The way that they've blended all the different products together and the interior furnishings, it's a real standout. Creating a complete home solution is what the team at Duthie Homes is all about, and achieving an interior design that complements your new home is something Chris and Melanie are only too happy to help you with. They constantly source new products, new fashions and colour trends to ensure your new home will stay vital and up to date for many years to come. It's nearly time to go, so let's have a look what's on next week. It's going to be a great show. We'll be hosting the show from an amazing Alan Shepherd home. No need to say more than that really, you're in for a treat with this one. We'll also look at the latest bathroom looks and trends, and we'll see what's new when it comes to lighting up our homes. So many great building ideas, so don't miss it. I hope you can join us then. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And if you'd like more information on this very stylish home, you can look up their website, duthiehomes.com.au. We'll see you next week.
Ideas, handy hints, there's always something new. Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.